All right. You know what? No inhale. Hey guys, it's your
Hey guys!
boys. Oh, YouTuber energy.
Hey guys! Guac.
The fuck is quack?
Mhm.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's your boys with episode 10.
And
In case you forgot our names, because it's been 3 weeks, I'm Chico.
I'm Jay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure everyone missed us. All
Yeah,
all zero.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm honestly, I'm almost positive there's going to be more people tuning into this episode for the first time compared to other people from past episodes.
I don't know
I
what you're
refuse
talking
to believe
about.
it. Anyways, this is episode 10. We made
It's
it to
been
episode 10, which is
yeah,
crazy.
large delay, but a lot has happened.
Yeah,
So that's the excuse we'll use. A lot's happened, you know?
yeah, not for not for us as in like the podcast, but just yeah, things
For
have
us in other aspects.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely
Yeah.
wasn't from procrastination or pushing things back or
No, that's just not me.
yeah. It's just
I'm a
not.
go-getter.
It's not. Go
I'm a
getter.
I'm a go-getter, bro.
Okay. So, anyways, in commemoration of episode 10, we've decided to just. I was gonna say something along the lines of we're just gonna be ourselves, but then that's not in commemoration of it.
Yeah.
Um, we're just gonna reflect a bit on the fact that this happened, the fact that we got to 10 episodes, because this
Yeah.
honestly started on such a bizarre whim. Um, well, not bizarre, but just the timing of it all is very, in my opinion, it was a bit bizarre.
Well, it was fast, right?
Yeah, it
I
was
think it was
fast.
fast.
It was
It wasn't
fast.
like bizarre. I think it was just like very like we decided it and then it just happened very fast. And then we didn't like plan as much and we just kind of did it,
That's
right?
fair. That's fair.
Which I enjoyed. I enjoyed. Because,
You're a go
I'd
getter.
rather yeah, I'm a go-getter. No, no, no. It's more like I feel like if you just keep planning and thinking, it's even harder to do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
So, oh, and an update. I had computer slash keyboard problems. So the recording and voiceovers I did that were saved onto my computers were deleted because I had to factory reset my computer. So, so I know, I promised a video, but you can blame my computer for that issue. I have an excuse.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
Okay, neat. Very cool. So, yeah, you heard it here from the go-getter himself. Where he's delaying his work. I'm
I'm
probably
not delaying my work. I was merely stopped by divine intervention, is what I would like to say.
okay. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. We'll work with that. It's yeah, and in my case, I'll probably be working on getting up a video sometime mid September for just our blooper I'll take real episodes 1 through 10 because we have quite a bit of content before recording or not before recording but before the intros after we finish like there's just a handful of things that might be funnier to listen to, or funny if not funnier, maybe funnier, because I'm not I'm not too sure. But anyways, yeah, let's look forward to that.
Yeah.
And back to today's topic, which is just looking back on how we made it to episode 10, along with like a few just deep tangents, because we're all about those tangents. God, that sounds so.
God, you're so quirky.
You're not like the other
can I
boys.
can I run that back? Can I run that back? I don't
No, no, no,
wanna.
no. No, you can't run it
I
back.
like it. It's I said it, and then it sunk in, and I was like, "How dare I? How? Who do I think I am?"
Looks back at the last 3 episodes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
deep.
bro.
Yeah, bro, deep. Haha. We're not like the other boys.
What did we talk about the last 2 episodes? All I remember
We
was
had the she's a 10.
Okay, very deep.
We had
very
the wedding
philosophical.
one. We had the wedding one.
Oh, the wedding one wasn't too bad.
And then we had the one about toxic gaming.
Oh,
But
that's-
it just ended
that's-
up with us ranting about
that's
someone we play with.
Who we no longer play with anymore.
Let's
What-
go.
Look at these changes. Look at how life
We've
life
grown.
continues.
We're growing
Exactly.
as people.
Yeah,
really
exactly.
Even though it wasn't. Never mind. We can't go into too much detail, but last episode we talked about toxic teammates and bad tendencies and whatnot, and we just one way
We
or
took
another,
our own advice. If you think about it, we took our own advice.
Did we?
In the best of ways, we did.
That's true. If you frame it, if we really try and like skew it in
Yeah.
our favor, yeah, we took our own advice.
Yeah, exactly.
And you'll never know the reality of this situation.
Yeah.
Just know, it took a noble sacrifice from a souffle that we needed but did not deserve.
Exactly.
That's what we'll leave you with.
Well, yeah. So, all this to say, our topics weren't particularly deep the last 3 episodes.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, whatever comes to us, we play off of it. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't go well, that's why we do a salty run back
Yeah.
to get it back. That's our name. Yup.
You really tried.
It sounded a lot better in my head. It sounded
like,
so
it
much
wasn't-
better in my head.
It
You
wasn't
don't
even
understand.
it wasn't even a pun.
It
Like,
wasn't.
I can't even describe what just happened.
I literally, I had the pun in my head and it just disappeared.
Like-
it fucking pieced out as I started saying the first few words, and I was like, "Fuck, it's gone. I can't
That was
bring it back."
absolutely terrible. Like, I'm sorry. That just
It's-
just didn't
it's
work
okay.
for you.
It's okay. I deserved it.
Yeah?
But yeah, honestly, it's, even though I haven't listened back to all the episodes on my free time, I have listened back to a few of them here and there, and it's not really so much of a look how far we've come moment. It's more of a I can't believe we got to 10 episodes kind of.
Like, we didn't stop.
Yeah, like I genuinely thought, at least for me, because I know you don't look at the numbers, but when I sometimes look at the numbers, and I'm just like, our thumbnails are shit, I don't do editing.
Hey!
What? Hey, what?
Hey!
They may be shit, but I do my best.
Look at
It's
me,
not much. It's not much, but it's honest work, okay?
Look at me in my fucking dot eyes and tell me right the fuck now.
Half-
Was episode 9's
half-
thumbnail?
Half of the
Okay,
thumbnails are
okay.
honest work, okay?
Okay, I'll give you half. I refuse to let you acknowledge the episode 5 and episode 9's thumbnails.
Yeah. But half of them, honest
Okay.
work, okay?
That's fair. I'll give you that. That's fair.
Especially because most people for thumbnails use like Photoshop for editing, right? Like they make their character and they just use the same character over and over again.
Yeah.
But I can't do that. I don't have an editing tool for that. So I have to redraw it every time.
Okay.
And I just want to say it takes a little bit to redraw it. It may not look like it. Okay, it may not
Uh-huh.
look like it, but it takes a while to redraw the characters, and that's
Uh-huh.
all I'm saying. Okay,
So
I,
so what I'm hearing is you're inefficient.
I'm no. You can't put it like that.
Why not? Why? You
Cause-
literally just explained that
no.
other people are
Listen.
literally doing something that's more efficient, and you're
But
not doing
for
it.
money. For money. They're paying money for that. They use Photoshop for that. I'm
Mate,
not buying Photoshop for this.
mate, you've spent hundreds
Hey.
of dollars.
Hey,
You know
Hey.
what I'm gonna say?
I may have gone into trading cards, okay?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But
But
give me a second. No. But thank you. But I'm not gonna spend hundreds of dollars on Photoshop that
Mhm.
that may that give me another second. Fuck. I'm not Photoshop isn't something I'm willing to invest in. Anyways,
sounds
yeah.
like you're allergic to your own bullshit.
I don't want to. I already had to learn what's it called? Resolve. Okay. I had to learn DaVinci.
Yeah.
I'm still learning Clip Studio as we speak. I don't want to add another third program to it, which arguably is the most complicated one. Okay. I'm a boomer. I can't. My brain can't comprehend all these programs.
But I can comprehend the number of cards that are in your fucking day. What?
Of course. Of course. Of course I can. 144
140
times 4. Simple math.
quick maths.
Yeah.
But anyways,
What were you gonna talk about?
I don't know. We went to talking smack. Oh, I was talking smack about both of us because the thumbnails, right? It was the thumbnails, and then it was also the fact that I don't really do much editing other than cutting things out and like adjusting sound a little bit, which is still work, but like it's not like.
But that changes now, right? Right. That's like what you segue into, right? Like we're gonna invest in more time and effort, right? That's what the segue is, right?
I'm editing this out.
Why?
What? Well, why?
Why?
Why? No,
Why?
that's not what I was gonna segue into. What I was going to say was, even though a lot of stuff was half-assed and we could have done better, I think it's still worth acknowledging that, we ended up going out of our way to do it in the first place, and like while it's not the perfect effort, like we put in enough effort to make it noteworthy. And it's like, it was a pat on the back, ultimately.
Yeah.
It was a backhanded pat on the back, but it's a pat on the back nonetheless.
And here's the 10 more episodes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm confident in that.
Okay.
Why do you not sound confident?
No. I'm confident.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well then. Hello! The number of transitions I have to do today because I forgot how to fucking... Nothing. Just me having a mini breakdown.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What we're gonna talk about, other than... No, I don't... What am I saying? We just talked about how, we came this far, regardless of how much quality effort was put into it from both ends. But I guess we can also talk about, like, just what is next? Because, like, we've done 10 episodes. We have an inactive Twitter.
Hey now. I may have not made the banner.
I wasn't
or
even
a
referencing
profile
it to that.
picture.
I wasn't even referencing to that. I was just saying how because we haven't posted anything in the last 3 weeks video wise,
Okay.
there's nothing for us to
Yeah.
update it with.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
You know what? I'm getting defensive. You're right.
yeah. Come on. I'm not here to call you out. I'm here to call both of us out. There's a difference.
Okay.
Okay.
Go on.
Go on. Sounds defensive to me.
No. Go on.
But yeah, I was thinking about like um trying to lay down a bit more of content that I've had on like the back burner for a little while.
Hmm.
Cause I don't know if I mentioned this, but like Maple Story, the game that I play a lot of lately, like I'm decently settled into it, so I don't feel like I have to spend as much time to do everything. So long as I can get my hours in the evening and like what have you. So I think what I'm gonna do is try and work on a bit more stuff over time for like other content, whether it be like I don't know, people are into ASMR, we can do this. I'm down to do ASMR stuff. Um,
Asmer.
Asmer, I'm also down to because I wrote out um another part of our outro song, so I want to try
Oh,
and make that in the
nice.
actual program without making it sound like a 10-year-old just dragged and dropped a bunch of things on there and made it go like
Doop dee doop
he
dee dop.
the beeps and the boops, you know?
The bops.
And like I don't know. I realized like as I was reflecting on that fairly recently, I was like, damn, like the fact that I'm even at that stage where it's not like, oh, this would be fun. It's like, oh, this would be fun. When should I get around to it? I think like it's a small step, maybe, but in my case for visualizing it at least, it was like very, it was noteworthy. It was notable. It was very like, oh, I am there, kind of. I don't know if you ever felt that with like your drawing stuff, but like for me, I realized that oh, I'm no longer stuck at the stage of, oh, I can't do this right now, but it would be neat to do later. Uh, like, there's no blockade of skill or anything like that. It's
No,
literally
I'm still
just like,
trash.
oh, I didn't.
Haven't felt that.
I didn't
Everything's
mean it like.
blockade.
I didn't mean it like that.
The blockade, in fact, got bigger. I delved in and I saw how big it truly is. It's like in the beginning, I just saw the tip of the iceberg.
Uh huh.
And then now that I went under the water, I saw the full iceberg.
Sounds to me like, but see, that's the thing. You went under the water.
Yeah.
I
So
think
and the obstacle got bigger.
right. But what I'm saying is ultimately you progressed to the point where you got to see what was under the water. Some people just stay at the
Yeah.
surface and
Yeah,
don't
I
see that.
guess.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I guess.
You went from go getter to fucking. Went from go getter to no getter. Fucking.
Yeah.
Uh. Yeah, I that was a mini revelation I had. Another thing too was like I realized how much these like small projects could ultimately result in the long run. Because if you think about it, right? If you say
Uh-huh.
10 episodes for let's say like a TV show or like an anime or like whatever, like it's not that much, right? 10
Well, for
episodes.
anime, it's almost a season, isn't it?
Right, it's almost a season, but no one looks at that and they're like, "Oh, like that's a long thing," right? They look at it like you said, they look at it they're like, "Oh, it's a seasonal anime," right?
Oh yeah,
You know?
yeah,
But
yeah.
in the scheme of something like a podcast or anything like that, especially for people who are just starting, like um 10 episodes, I realized like I didn't give it enough credit, I think, in my brain.
Yeah.
I feel like I always looked at it and I was like, "Oh, Well, not always, but sometimes I'd look at it and be like, oh, like our thumbnails are shit. Like my editing isn't like could be
No,
much better.
you've been saying you should love this episode. Like,
I only said it 3 times, and I'm only
if,
repeating it because that's the
if,
term. Okay, fine, fine,
if
fine.
you have something to say,
No, 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 no.
just say it.
I've already,
Just say
I've
it.
already,
It's okay.
I've already spoken my mind about which thumbnails I think are literal shit. Okay. Here, I'll rephrase.
No, it's too late. It's too late.
The
It's too late.
thumbnails could be better at times. The editing could be better at times.
Yeah, okay, you know what? I'll accept
Right?
it.
Right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool,
yeah.
cool. But ultimately, as you mentioned initially, and I think you're a stronger advocate of this because you're less of a people pleaser than I am, like, this is ultimately for us, right?
Yeah.
And I think it took a while, but it settled in a bit more, for my end at least, where I was like, yeah, like we might only be getting like 1 view or something, and like it's
That's
cool
pretty
when
pog.
we get like, yeah, it is pretty pog, honestly, and like getting anything more than like 5 views is like big poggers. Um, but it's just like also the fact that we were able to get together and make something out of what used to be just ultimately um just our banter in our spare time and turned it into an actual project. I think that's cool. I realized like how much 10 episodes really was in the grand scheme of things for this particular instance of our podcast. And like I've definitely heard or like seen several podcasts where like they'll do like 10 episodes, they'll see it isn't going well and they'll just drop it.
Yeah.
And like
I feel like that's the most common thing, right?
yeah, I think so too cuz
But I feel like that's also coming from like a different place than us. Like they have like, oh, if we have only 1 or 2 viewers by like episode 10, they're like, we're not successful, let's end it. But I'm kind of like, yeah, we don't need viewers. What are viewers?
wait a
Viewers
second.
are
I don't know
viewers
about
are merely, you know what? I'll stop there. I don't know
that.
where I'm going with this.
I think you did bring up a good point where like it probably is a difference in terms of what their definition of success is.
Yeah.
Like for me, I think success for our podcast is just us growing and doing better over time. Whereas for other people, it might be like growing the audience, right? Could be a thing
Yeah.
where they're already established with their skills and whatnot, and that's what they're going for. And for us, like we've been saying for ever since episode 1, I think I might be quoting it wrong. Don't quote me on this. Um, it's like we're here, we're kicking it, we're chilling, we're vibing, and like if you are looking for people to just listen to and like feel mundane with, while
We're your
also
boys.
yeah, we're your boys, you know, like and sometimes you need to hear that because I feel like a lot of people put out things and they, you know, it's for the sake of content of course, but like, you know, exaggerations, like oversimplifying things and like making things very grand and extravagant. But maybe you need a break from that. Maybe you need like a leisurely place. And I guess if there was some kind of like objective goal, I guess that might be it. Or it's just like getting ourselves polished to a point where if we listen to our podcast episodes and look back, not only will we not cringe throughout the entire episode.
Never gonna happen.
Okay, what I'm saying is, I'm not saying we can listen to an episode and not cringe at all. I'm saying we won't be cringing for a majority.
Never gonna happen.
Right, okay, shut the fuck up.
I hate my voice. I just can't not cringe when I hear it.
Okay, that's fair. You really don't want to listen to episode 9 then.
I don't.
Episode 9, even I cringed because your mic was
It was
you
a
were in your-
special,
yeah.
special time.
you were banished to the shadow realm and you had to
Yeah.
record in your room.
Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I think that would be an objective goal, just to like get ourselves to a point where it holds some level of semblance to what we were going for.
Yeah.
And it's like a record to our history, especially because I was about to say time's running out, but that makes it sound so much more ominous than it should be.
Yeah, I'm dying.
What?
Huh?
Mm? Mm?
Huh? Eh?
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 But yeah, I just that was a thought that was on my mind. I felt like um honestly it is just nifty. It's neat that we made it this far. And like I'm not even trying to claim that like oh like 10 episodes is some kind of like crusade that we've done, but it's like it's noteworthy that we've gotten to 10 and we don't feel like we can't record anymore.
Yeah.
Although you know, with full transparency, not full transparency, but with 90 something percent transparency, like uh there definitely has been points where like we'll say like oh we might want to record and then I'll be like oh I don't know if I have anything noteworthy to talk about. And like that's definitely happened, but I feel like now I feel a bit more grounded in terms of like maybe the break helped. I don't know.
Yeah, 3 weeks is a long time. I know I have a
Yeah.
lot I can talk about if we ever run off topics.
Yeah. Like I've restocked, and like honestly, we don't even have to make it a weekly thing because I'm someone who personally prefers we bring out a better product in a longer span of time rather than pumping out like lower quality products on like a consistent schedule. Especially if we're not in it to like grow an audience or make money.
In it to win it.
I'm not. I'm not here to win it.
I'm here to win.
I'm here to win.
I'm here to
Not.
win. I don't know what I'm winning, but I'm here to win.
I'm here to be a winner.
Exactly.
God damn. Oh yeah. I mean, wow. I'm saying that a lot.
I
Uh,
mean,
I'd love to hear your thoughts though, because I feel like I've been speaking for the past 10 minutes ish.
thoughts on what?
Thoughts on where we're at in terms of just anything, honestly. Anything
Good.
revolving. Okay. All right.
No,
It's too late.
um.
Damage is done. Can't recover from this.
No, I think, if nothing else, right?
Mm-hmm.
If nothing else, this process has at least forced me to get better at drawing, right? So even if, let's say, like, I know how we were like, oh yeah, we feel like we can keep recording, like we're not burnt out or anything. Even if for some reason we decide like, oh, we want to stop now, I would sit here and be like, you know what? This forced me to like learn stuff, do better, be a better, I don't want to say artist, but be learn the process more consistently than I would have
Yeah.
if we didn't do this.
Mm-hmm.
So that in itself makes this an absolute W. Um, and I'm like, while we're talking, I'm looking back at like kind of where I started off and then like my last drawing that I did.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, mm, that's that's a lot of damage.
Why
Like
don't
the
you
first drawing.
uh-huh.
Oh my god. Oh.
Why don't you send that over and I can put it in through editing.
Oh.
Show it on the screens.
Oh man.
It's a record of history.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. This is cursed. This is this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I don't know if I want you posting this.
That's
I'll
how
send it
bad
to you.
is.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. My most recent um my most recent fuck. 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 Okay, here we go. My most recent um my most recent and my first. I'll send you the first one.
Uh-huh.
It was okay. I want to preface this by saying I had like nightlight on, so I actually couldn't see the color very well. Okay, so
Yeah.
that's why everything's shaded a step closer to like orange. Like look at this. Oh my god.
Oh, I remember seeing this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
And then the most recent one I have is this one. Which isn't good,
I'd
but
argue this is an improvement.
yeah, it's an improvement for sure.
Yeah, look at
So
the eyes.
look at the eyes. The hand has to be a little bigger, the one behind, but that's besides the point. The point is,
Ponytail. Sorry, what?
yikes. The point
Yikes.
is, the point is, it's way better, you know.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, it's
So like with you sending me this, I've
yeah,
now gotten permission to use these in editing, right?
yeah, okay,
Let's go.
yeah, okay.
Let's go.
I've been dabbling in coloring, as you can see, but the one I sent you isn't fully colored, and I don't know if it ever will be. But
Where have I heard these words before?
yeah,
I've heard these
I'm
words
bored. I'm
before.
I'm bored with this project.
I'm bored. I'm done playing with you.
Yeah, I have a new one. So I'll be starting that. Um, but yeah, I feel very similar. I guess I'm at a very similar spot to you. Um, I also feel like I don't want to say passion, my commitment to this is very roller coaster like. Like it never disappears,
Mhm.
right? Like I'm never like, oh, I don't want to do this. It's more like, oh, like my commitment to it basically wanes from like once or twice a week to drawing
Mhm.
to like maybe 5 times a week when I'm like really committed, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I feel like when I'm breaks are good when like my commitment is at a lower stage and breaks are good so we can like gather topics um and I agree to the point where maybe instead of making it weekly if we have nothing to say we can make like a post on Twitter like if you work on your music you can like post something or we can post a
Yeah.
drawing yeah right
Yeah.
we can surely we can at least do that right
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah
Yeah.
surely
Definitely after I reprimanded you for not doing your thing, I definitely wouldn't I wouldn't dare not do my thing. No.
yeah right
No, that would make me a hypocrite.
yeah and I feel like we should explore like now that we don't play um video games with the others as much like when it's just you and me on like
Oh, yeah.
Valorant let's say
Uh-huh.
maybe we want to like record some of that you know what I mean now that we
Oh,
no longer have
yeah.
to really worry about like oh how our friends feel about being recorded
Yeah, yeah.
you know what I mean so
Uh,
I feel like that's much more of an option than it was before
Honestly, yeah, now that I think about it, that's a very good thing.
yeah
Yeah, I'm
it's an
down for
absolute W
that.
yeah so
Yeah.
I was thinking of maybe you could
God damn it.
you could recharge. I don't have the character set up. I
Yeah, you
don't
had the
I'm not as
overlay.
yeah, I'm not as familiar with the editing. No. You know, I gotta recover some of my footage. I'm applying for jobs. I'm a little busy right now.
me me thinking that I am also going to apply for schools again pretty soon. Surprise Pikachu face. At our own pace.
Yeah,
Yeah, like we always have.
but yeah, and it's just like I feel like it'll be possibly a little more entertaining than our podcast in the way that like there's at least something to watch. You know what I mean? Like
Gameplay.
while we speak, which I feel like adds a lot. Even though
That's
the
fair.
podcasts are like fun to record in their own right.
Yes.
So
I'm
more
not.
possibilities in the future.
I'm gonna make you hold whatever other thought you have. I have a phone call.
I literally forgot what we were talking about.
I mean,
Oh,
you kind of
oh,
wrapped up the thought, right?
yeah, yeah. Like more to come in the future, hopefully, possibly.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah,
And honestly, just I mean, I know. I don't know. Never mind. I had something and I lost it. Fuck.
it's okay,
Fuck you.
acceptable.
Oh, tangent, cause
Hmm.
this is a thing. So someone, I use a language learning app. It's called Hello Talk. I used it a lot more actively before MapleStory had their update, and then after Destiny dropped, I kind of got a bit less involved with it, and now I like kind of use it weekly at most. But someone who I think it was in like late June, maybe
Hmm.
even earlier than that.
Hmm.
I set up a time to call with them, and like they're in the same state, so like our time zones are the same.
Hmm.
Um, and then they just never responded. So I
Hmm.
was like, okay, that's kind of weird, but like I didn't think too much of it. Maybe they were just busy. But then like it shows like they were online again, but like
Hmm.
they just never responded, right?
Yeah.
So then I was like, okay, I mean, that's fine. Like I don't like if you don't want to talk anymore, like that's okay. I would could wish you gave me a heads up, but you know it happens.
Uh-huh.
But then like earlier today, like 2 hours ago, they messaged me saying, "I'm sorry for not replying. I got into a car accident. I couldn't talk with you. I'm so sorry. And I don't have my car anymore, so I can't go anywhere by myself." So I was like, I read this while I'm eating lunch. I was like, I feel kind of bad, but my first suspicion was like, this sounds kind of like an excuse.
Uh-huh.
But at the same time, like, I don't want to be that person, right? I don't want to be that person who's like, um, suspicious off the bat. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. But it's like, it's been 2 months, right? Almost 3 months now.
Hmm.
And like, they were online in between that time period. So then it's like, why didn't you tell me earlier if you were online, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm also kind of like, maybe I'm just being like a suspicious asshole about it, right? Like maybe I'm just thinking too much about it. What are your
Hmm.
thoughts?
You want my honest thoughts or
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
what a normal person would think?
Honest thoughts first, and then normal person. Actually, normal person first, and then honest thoughts. Go
I
for it.
feel like the normal person would also be pretty suspicious, right?
Uh huh.
Like it's not like you're being an asshole. It's like, okay, let's say if they weren't on, yeah, then you're being an asshole, right? Like
Mm.
no doubts about it. But like if they were on and like in my opinion, especially as someone who's like used to like reaching out,
Yeah.
sending like a one sentence message isn't hard.
Right.
Like or it can be hard for some people, but the effort required isn't that high.
Mm.
So what it sounds like to me is they really got into an accident, right?
Mm.
And they just didn't want to message you because like they have like other stuff going on. Whatever, doesn't matter,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And now that they've got all that covered, they're like, oh, I'll message you, right?
Mm.
And then like I'll use the car accident as like I don't know what you would call it. Like you could say it's an excuse or like a
Leverage.
reason, leverage, what,
Yeah.
whatever, right? But they're saying that to like at least provide you an explanation of why they didn't respond. Whether it's like 100% accurate, I doubt it, right?
Mm.
But I it seems like they weren't that important to you. Like now I'm like going into what I think, right?
Mm.
Doesn't seem like they were that important to you.
Mm.
So like if I were in your situation, I wouldn't really care. Like I would be more like, "Oh, okay, like cool." You no, well, not cool that they were in a car accident.
Neat.
We're just sort of like
Imagine if I
I would
responded just saying like nice.
nice. No, not nice, but it's like
I got you saying though.
I don't. I would be like, oh, why are you telling me this? Like
Mm.
after 3 months, like the bridge isn't 100% burnt. There's obviously not going to be like, oh, let's. If you talk to them regularly, it's not going to go back to like right away. Oh yeah, we're normal, haha. You know.
Right. Right.
So like I would just be like, okay, whatever. Like I don't have the time and energy to really put much thought into this. And if we end up messaging, well, that's great. If not, whatever is where I would stand.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair. I think I'm on the same page in terms of like um the overall disposition towards it of like I am giving her the benefit of the doubt cuz like
Hmm.
honestly like I think we've all been in situations where like something has happened and it's not that that event was the entire cause of why I couldn't reach out to
Yeah.
people, but it's like the
Like
aftermath plus sorting things
other
out
stuff.
plus
Yeah.
yeah, like
Yeah.
totally see things
Like
spiraling. Like maybe she only had moments to turn on the app to like check a few things and then turn it off again. Like
yeah.
there's just
Like
so many variables that like I
yeah.
don't want to just like press it on to someone who honestly probably doesn't deserve it.
Yeah. And like I said, if you guys this is gonna sound bad. If you guys weren't super close, it's not like she had an obligation. I like to tell you
No, yeah,
everything,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah,
So
yeah, exactly. That's a I don't think that's a bad thing to say. It's true, right? Like
yeah.
otherwise, the whole thing that gives friendships value is like how close you are,
Yeah.
right? So, no, I don't think that's a bad thing to say. I agree with that. Like, I think if anything, I think a part of me is just at least thinking like, oh, like she went out of her way to like update me, right? And like
Yeah.
let me know what
Yeah.
happened, right? So it's like
Yeah.
at the very least, it's like, oh, I hope you're okay. Thanks for letting me know. Hope you're doing well. If you want to chat again, we can chat. If
Yeah.
not, totally fine.
Yeah.
All
Whatever.
good. Yeah. I
Whatever
just wanted to
floats your
hear
boat,
thoughts.
bro.
I think like because I found myself, I've been catching myself a few times on like not giving as much benefit of doubt as I used to, which like could be a bad thing or a good thing. I'm not too sure, but like
I think
in
it's a good
terms
thing, but
of
whatever.
like what I'd like to hold towards people,
Mhm.
like I think it'd be better if I gave benefit of the doubt in harmless cases at least more
What
often than not.
what faith in humanity you have?
Well, huh, that's
Kind of cringe, honestly.
yikes. All right, you deserve the death in life mousepad now.
uh,
Yeah, anyways,
yeah.
that was my tangent. Um,
Nice tangent.
yeah, 10 out of 10. Anything else you wanna?
Um, not not anything that like connects, I guess, or like not anything that's quick.
Hmm.
But yeah.
I mean, I got my tangent, so you get yours. You know, it's only
Well,
fair.
it's like I've been thinking a lot because like I'm job hunting, right?
Yeah.
And like that wasn't necessarily my initial plan. Starting job hunting this fast.
Mm.
It's just like some stuff happened, and it like kind of pushed me to, I guess, look for a job faster.
Mm.
But it's like I realized how much jobs, like 9 to 5 corporate jobs,
Mm.
kind of suck. Because like I had a trip to Japan planned for next March, you know.
Mm.
Um, but now if I get a job, it's kind of like, oh, I probably won't be able to go unless like um I have like a very in-depth conversation with like the company, yada. Like the process of going would be a lot harder.
Right.
And I feel like this is like the first moment where I realize where that like my freedom will be very restricted
Yeah.
during
Uh,
my adulthood. Cause like I always knew, like people are like, oh, like early 20s, like
Go
best
get
time
him.
to yeah. But like I'm like, damn. Especially because like I like doing new stuff and the thought of being restricted, like
Mm.
pretty restricted from experiencing new stuff is like so off-putting, I guess, to me.
Yeah.
And I've been thinking a lot about that. And I wouldn't say I'm worrying about it. That's not the correct word. But it makes me question stuff, I guess. Is that even
Mm.
the correct word? I don't know what the correct word is. But it's just a thought process that I've been having. And I wish that there were more companies that were more obliging to letting people kind of live their lives and experience new things. Cause like I feel like if I owned a company, right,
Uh huh.
ideally I would want my workers to like experience life. Cause like traveling, you like gain so much. Like you develop yourself as a person. And I personally would want like workers who like I'm saying like a lot, but I would want workers who have developed themselves and are confident with themselves and have experienced a lot
Mm.
because I feel like that makes them like better people and I want better people to work for my company. But there are so many companies that want that. Like they want that, but they're like, "Oh, but we're not willing to like accommodate for that."
Yes.
It's a very similar concept to like entry level positions nowadays being like, "Yeah, you need 2 years of experience to apply."
Where
But
do
then
I
like
get those?
yeah, where do you get that, right? It's a very similar concept to that.
Mm.
And it's just like, damn, I wish job searching was like what it was, I don't know, 20 years ago. Because like you hear stories and it seems, I'm sure there were their own difficulties back then, right?
Right.
But it seems like getting a job was much simpler. But now that everyone's getting education, which is a good thing, not everyone, but a lot more people are getting education.
Right.
The competition is so much more intense, which can be seen as a good thing, but also it becomes a lot harder to do what you want without having to sacrifice a nice stable job. And this gets into the
The.
well, I'm talking to someone. I'm Shungum. Give me a second. My mom is here. Give me a second. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry, that was
Oh.
like a person getting back to me about like a job thing. So I
Yes.
kind of had to take it.
You're good.
Um, After those two interruptions, I don't know where I was going.
That's okay. I will use the power of magic editing to make sure that none
Yeah,
of that happened.
but
You're not
yeah, I
happy.
guess yeah, I'm not pleased with
Yes.
what I would have to sacrifice for this.
Yes. I feel like
Yes.
though I don't know, maybe this is just my misconception. I feel like the workplace as it evolves with more modern times, I feel like maybe not for like a business 9 to 5, but like for depending on the company, I feel like they've become more understanding and lenient in terms of what their employees need, right? I feel like it's become
Mhm.
less like
Okay.
I don't know.
So
It could be that I'm only seeing this from the perspective of like more open companies slash like I forgot the terminology difference, but there's like different
I know
things.
exactly what you're talking about. We
Yeah,
learned about it. I learned about it.
yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah,
like workplace environment and like
yeah, yeah.
that it's that's true. There's a lot more emphasis on workplace environment and like the health of workers and like mental health and
Uh,
so on, so on, so on. Um, and that's more common, but there are still a lot of conservative countries,
countries.
companies, and
Yes.
the reason I said countries is actually because a lot of it can depend on the country it originates from. So like I had an interview with a Japanese company
Uh-huh.
and they had very conservative rules. And like they don't pay overtime. Like they pay really well,
Right.
but they don't really pay overtime.
Hmm.
It's like kind of expected of you. They
Yeah,
have
yeah,
like
yeah.
very strict like company rules.
Yes.
For example, one being like, oh, you can't have uncapped water like at the workplace. Like that's a rule, you know,
Oh,
which is
interesting.
to me it's crazy
Uh-huh.
because like a lot of American companies that they don't really care, right?
Yeah.
But like there are still a lot of companies around that like have those very strict and stringent um rules, and especially for like private companies for accounting, there it's pretty hard to um also I'm speaking up from someone who has yet to experience this, right?
Hmm.
Like I haven't had a job yet, but I would assume that there are a lot of companies that still make it really hard for you to like go on vacation. So it's honestly a toss up, especially now. We'll see how it goes. But the fact that that is one of my possible futures makes me kind of sad,
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
you know. So um, I guess that was my tangent as I continue my workplace, my job hunting, especially for accounting, right? Because for other, I feel like jobs it could be a little bit more lenient,
Hmm.
but for accounting for private companies, every month is usually busy. Like the beginning of the month is busy, and then the end of the month is like less busy. So like at the beginning of every month, you kind of have to be there.
Right, right.
Unlike public companies where it's like January to April is really busy, and then they have a lot of time off. Like it becomes a lot easier, and then like they have another busy season. So it also depends on like what kind of like company you go into, and it's
That's true. That's true.
I just want to be free, man. That's really what it comes down to.
I want to be free.
Like I want to be able to like want to experience something and then plan it and go and not have to worry about like, oh, am I gonna get fired from my job?
It sounds to me like you need to take one of those plans where it's like you work for a few years and then you just quit and do your own
That's
shit for
exactly.
like a few years and
That's
then
what my
go back
plan
into
is.
it.
That's what my plan is. But my biggest fear is like, what if I can't even do a few years? You know what I mean? Like, what if
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah. I see,
it
I
just
see.
becomes too much? Because I hate. Okay, this is gonna sound bad. I hate routine.
What?
Like, I hate like monotony, like daily routine,
Oh, oh,
repeating
that's what
stuff
you mean.
over and over
Okay,
again.
okay, okay. That's what you
So
mean.
like,
Yeah.
I don't know how well I can handle like. Usually it's 2 years of working and then you can quit and then you'll have that 2 years of experience for like the next level of job.
Uh-huh.
Right. So that's what a lot of people had. But I'm sitting here like, what if I can't even last 2 years? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I just want to be free. I just wish we should go back to like trading shells.
Trading.
Change my mind.
Where the fuck did trading shells
I
come
don't know, man. I just
from? That's
I don't
funny.
know, man.
I feel like that's unfortunately. I think a lot of people would share in your sentiment of
Yeah.
wanting more flexibility, but also partly in the fear of losing yourself in the loop, right?
The rat race.
Yeah, the rat race, the
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, and it's like, honestly, I think that's why I could probably never do a 9 to 5 unless it's relevant to something that I care about a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Because for me, like business, I couldn't be bothered. So like,
Mm-hmm.
if you sat me down to organize files 9 to 5, like 5 days a week, I'd probably just be like, if unless the workplace people are fun, I'd probably just be there and be like, I'm gonna kill myself. Like, this ain't it. Like, I'm gonna quit in like I'm gonna file my 2 weeks, like 2 weeks in,
Yeah.
right? But like,
Yeah.
I think ultimately, like with the wide array of people in the world and the wide array of more happenstances, more things going around and about, and just more variety in general, I'd like to say that your odds of going into a wholly boring, monotonous place is low, but not low to the point where you can like fully push away your concerns, but low enough to where it's okay if you don't have a plan around the possibility of it happening. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But I do get your
Gr-
fear. I do get the
Grit
fear
my
that
teeth and get through it. What my plan will be.
use your
And quit.
hate use your hate to fuel you, and then
Yeah.
get the fuck out and then do whatever
Yeah.
you want. But then what's gonna happen is once you get out and do what you want, then you're like, oh, I have to go back.
Yeah.
or or maybe by then, by one miracle or another, you'll have enough money to do your coffee shop thing,
Yeah.
and then yeah, live
We
poor
haven't talked
forever.
about that, right?
Oh, have we not? Oh, I
I
thought we
don't think we
did.
have. I forget.
Oh, I guess this was all off. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. This wasn't the 3 week void century.
Yeah, we can talk about it next time though.
Yeah. We'll discuss it
I've had some
big
big
brain
brain
moves.
ideas. Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
even have a friend who's like, I would like invest in this with you.
Poggers?
Poggers.
Like, if I win the lottery, like, I'll just fund all of it, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's really not that hard.
Damn. I'm really out here waiting for you to win the lottery, huh?
Like, if I win it, and I get like, what's the Powerball right now? I don't even know. Let's say I get like 60 million, right?
Yeah.
Right, like
300,000
easily,
in that? Not even that bad.
easily, I drop 1 million into it.
Oh, that's
Easily,
nice.
easily.
Unfortunately, the last person to win the lottery wasn't Des Plaines, so I feel like it wouldn't be in Illinois the next time.
I don't think it's a good idea to think about it like that because I don't think they do it like that.
I don't think so either, but
Uh
like,
huh. But it's just the juju,
yeah,
the vibes.
yeah,
It's okay. I'll move out of state, bro.
bet. Get
Man,
out.
man moves to East Coast to get lottery tickets. That's kind of wild.
But yeah, that's my tangent.
Neat. I feel like it circumvented into like several different things, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's what we're
This-
here for.
Yeah, how long have we been recording?
Um, I don't know when we started. As in, I don't know when we did the intro, but we've been
Oh,
recording for about an hour and 20 minutes.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's better than the past
Last time.
3 episodes.
Hey, now I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's on both of us, man. This is
Hmm.
it's I don't
It's
have an
okay.
excuse. It just played out
I've
that way.
I have topics to talk about aplenty. I have the New York trip.
Mhm.
Um, I have the cafe.
Mhm.
Um, I broke my fucking keyboard with pickle juice. Um, uh,
That's a
yeah,
good one. That's a good one right there.
and my like I mentioned, got into collecting trading cards.
Ah,
Right.
yes.
Um. So yeah. I think the next couple episodes are set. If you ask me.
That's fair. You like, who knows? Maybe if I'm lazy, I'll just let you speak for like 40 minutes, and then that'll be the
Yikes,
episode.
that's really toxic.
Could you imagine if?
Well, I can imagine because of that. Remember that episode where your audio
Uh-huh.
input got?
Hmm?
You remember that?
I what? What? I'm sorry.
Oh,
When was this?
yeah. I
Oh,
don't know.
oh, golly, golly. I don't know what you're talking about.
Poorly G.
Golly gee.
Yeah.
I reckon I ain't got the slightest idea. That'd be kind of funny though if like next week I'm just like, oh, hey guys, so I found out that my mic input again didn't record. Haha, silly me. So you'll just get another J episode.
That's terrible.
It's a good meme. But anyways, we can probably wrap it up. That was a good
Yeah.
episode. I think the only bad thing was we used like transitional words, like it was a fucking elementary school essay. But you know, it's how it be. You'll have to forgive us. It was a rough patch.
Denver's in Colorado, right?
Where the fuck did? Yes, it is in Colorado. Why?
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Why the fuck did you ask me while I'm trying to wrap it up? Motherfucker.
Nothing. I just got an email about like a job opportunity, and like it was for Denver, and they're like, "So
Oh,
you'd be
nice.
willing to relocate?" I'd be like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah."
Go to Colorado. Smoke some weed.
Oh, I don't
Get a
do
lot of
that,
weed.
but
Get a lot of weed. But
I'm so confused. What's a Valley country code?
I have no idea. Never heard of that. What is that? What is a Valley Country Code? Is that like your zip code, but like,
No,
but like a more specific zip code?
no. Never mind. I figured it out.
What's your Valley code? Hey girl, what are your Valley digits? But anyways, fuck, I did it again. Thank you so much
Anyways,
for...
ladies and
God.
gentlemen. Hey, you did it, not me.
That hurt. I didn't say it like that.
You said it, not me.
Thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode. If you made it to the end of the episode, you are a real one. Appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. And what's that thing YouTubers do? Oh, they give like a prompt for a comment, right?
Yeah, if you guys hate to work, tell us why in the comments.
If you want to join in the abolition of... if you've had any similar experiences, let us know. Let us know in the comments. And on that note, this has been the Salty Runback Podcast, episode 10. We will see you around. Bye.
Bye.